Well, good morning and welcome to day 6 of Pastor's Day Off Summer Cruise, Summer Voyage. And we are still here, you notice, at Heigham, but we will be moving on today. Yesterday was very much a rest day, and we did end up meeting with family. It was a really good time, but now I think we've overstayed our welcome a little bit too much here, so we're going to go on. Where to? We don't know. We're just going to cruise and see where we end up, and we hope that you'll come and enjoy the journey with us. But again, if you can, take some time today for yourself. See you later. Well, here we are back on the Thurn, heading out of Heigham, going slowly through the riverside cottages that line the river here. And again, I don't really know where we're going. It's a lovely day. If we're cruising all day, it doesn't matter. But we'll just make it up as we go along. It might be Ranworth. It might be Salhouse Broad. Either way, it doesn't matter. I love both places. We'll just get in where we get in, but it's a lovely day, and hopefully we'll see a lot of sights, rather nice sights along the way. Well, we've just turned off the River Bure and into the stretch leading up to Salhouse Broad. If there are moorings here, we'll get on one. If not, it doesn't matter. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. We'll come back out again and we'll head further up the Bure. But, you know, it's a Saturday, it's a changeover day, and it's in the morning. Who knows, we might even be lucky. Well, this is Salhouse Broad, and just panning around there, you can see now up in front of us, these are the popular moorings, and by the looks of it, they are all pretty full. Well, that doesn't matter. It is a very popular place, but this at least gives us a turn round. We've had a look. There is another mooring space here on the island, but you do have to pay for that. But the most popular one is over here, and that's because there's a few nice things to go and look at there, and a very nice pub to go and eat at. But sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not, but it doesn't matter. It's not about racing to get to the destination so that you can moor up. It's about cruising, it's about exploring, it's about relaxing, and it's about having fun. Well, it's a typically packed in Saturday in the summer at Ranworth Staithe, and we did manage to get in there. Right over there you can see the mast of our boat, but it's one of the advantages of actually being a small boat. You can squeeze in gaps that other boaters can't necessarily get in. So we're here for today and for tonight. We do have, unfortunately, the revellers right next door, but hopefully they won't be too noisy too late. We can put up with them for the moment, but it's just a lovely spot to be in, and it's a lovely day for us to be here. Now, one of the reasons why people do come to Ranworth Staithe is the Maltsters. The Maltsters is an absolutely lovely pub, very well known by pleasure boaters. Very nice drink, very nice food. In fact, you can eat inside. There's a menu on the inside, and there's also a pizzeria on the outside. And we will certainly be coming down here later on. Well, good morning and welcome to day 7 of Pastor's 16 days off, and here we are. We're at Malthouse Broad, we're at Ranworth Staithe. We had a very lovely night here last night, very peaceful night. Met some very nice people and had a nice dinner in the Maltsters. And it's a beautiful sunny day, very, very hot. Slight wind cooling it down, but it's going to be a beautiful day today. Well, we're not going to be in too much of a hurry, but the plan today is to go on up to another favourite spot of ours, up at Salhouse, which is nice and sheltered and peaceful. And so looking forward to the journey today, not taking it fast, don't need to. It is all about rest and relaxation, but come and join the journey with us and we'll see some sights, good sights along the way. Well, here we are leaving Malthouse Broad. We've just untied from Ranworth. Lovely spot, but we're heading out now. We're going to get out on the Bure again shortly, and then we're going to turn left and head on, hopefully up to Salhouse. It'll be a nice quiet and shady spot. Very hot day today, but there is a nice breeze, so enjoy the journey with us. Well, here we are coming up to the back up to the Bure, and we've got to be a bit careful because we're exiting onto the river, so anybody coming along has got right of way. So we'll look and see if it's clear. A bit busy today. I think a nice sunny Sunday tends to be so, but I think we're all clear and we're able to go. And now we're going to be heading up towards Horning initially, and then beyond Horning up to Salhouse. And being a Sunday, of course, and very much a touristy day, you have one of the pleasure steamers. This one I think is based at Horning, Southern Comfort. A lovely way to see the river if you're only out for the day. Of course, you've also got the little day boats, and there's plenty of those around today. Here we are coming up on Horning, and you can tell by the houses that are here that line the banks all the way into Horning. Actually, we're just passing the entrance here to what used to be, still is, Richardson's boatyard. Used to be the boat, but that's significant to me because after my wife and I got married nearly 25 years ago now, that was the first place that we actually hired a Broads boat together, our first Norfolk Broads, as a holiday as a married couple. But coming into Horning, there's a lot to be seen, but there is one site that I'm told that I need to be looking out for, and it's a rather sad one actually. Somewhere along here there, and set back from the river, there is a very nice little cottage that has been reported to be sinking. It's sinking quite rapidly, so I'm on the lookout for that. As I say, I don't know where it is, but hopefully we'll see it as we go through. But again, we're coming up, this is another one of the the Broads hire companies, Ferry Marina, and they've got a nice selection of very modern boats there. And just beyond here, there are we actually get into the main part of Horning, and some very familiar sights for those who like to come on the Norfolk Broads. And here is one of those sites now, a very popular place to moor up and have a nice carvery. Very popular with day boats. As you can see, I've got one pulling straight out in front of me here, not really knowing what he's doing. In fact, I'm going to have to stop annoyingly, but this is the it's Sunday, I'll forgive him, but this is the Ferry Inn. We have eaten in here many years ago. Again, they do a really nice carvery in there, but again, very, very popular. And certainly if you want to stay here overnight, you've got to get in fairly early, but yeah, good place to be. And that is, oh, if you can just see it, we've just passed it in the background there. It's a bit set back off the river. That is the sinking cottage. That is a very, very sad sight to see. My understanding is that that was only thatched about a year or so ago, and that can run up into the hundreds of thousands of pounds. I would really hope that someone can find an engineering solution to raise it back up again. That's a very sad thing indeed, but it is, I mean, a lot of this land around here is recovered marshland, but obviously they've got very deep foundations, all these buildings here, so they should be secure, but there we are. These things do happen, but I trust that someone will come along and be able to save it, because otherwise it looks a very nice little cottage. Well, we're coming up on the main part of Horning now, and you can see just how popular it is in the summer. We're passing the New Inn here. A little bit further on there are some BA moorings, but you've got to be very fortunate to be able to get in on them. They are again very popular. I think in all the time that we've been on the Broads, I've only ever managed to get in once, and that was when I saw somebody coming out right in front of me and I was able to nip in, but otherwise you really have to take your chance. But again, a lovely place to be on a very lovely day. And again, all these lovely houses lining the banks, some of which again are you can rent through the summer, some that are just privately owned and holiday homes for people, but a very peaceful day on the river today. Yeah, these are the BA moorings, and you can see already there's no gaps in them. You just have to get in when somebody else gets out, but again, what a lovely spot to stay and stop overnight if you can. And then just beyond that is where most of the or some of the day boats go out, the big steamer boats that we saw, and here we are coming up on another famous site, the Swan Inn. That's a beautiful building, isn't it? And I think we're going to have to dodge some of the small sailing boats again out on Sunday, but we're going to turn the corner now, and right there is Horning Sailing Club, and it is here every year, I think it's early June, that the Three Rivers yacht race begins, and that's quite a competition for those who are fit enough and brave enough to go on it. Oh, well, that's how you learn to sail, and he did very well keeping that up right there. A little topper dinghy, and I've sailed on one of those in my younger days. They're lovely little boats, and that's a good place to start, and it's good to see them starting at such an early age.
Well, if you're feeling flush, there is one of these riverside properties at Horning for sale. Dread to think how much that's going for, but if you're feeling wealthy enough, look, you've even got your own private boat mooring right there. But I don't think that's something that I'm going to be buying or in a position to buy. Not that I'm that worried about it. In truth, I'd rather be on the water than by the water, but if you prefer to be by the water, there might be a little investment for you. Well, it has to be said that the Norfolk Broads is a very popular place, and it's a place, of course, that we do have to share. But I suppose one of the sad sights that I do see, and of course people can have their own opinion on here, on this, is the speed at which some people go. And to me, it's just pointless. This is the Norfolk Broads. It is a nice, quiet place to be. It is a relaxing place to be, and really, I don't feel the need to be racing, and there are speed limits that they do have along the way, but each to their own. These are guys out having fun, and why not? But relax, that's what it's all about. It's not about rushing, it's about relaxing, and it's about taking that time for yourself. You know, it really doesn't matter what kind of boat you have. Look at that. Families having fun just on on boats that they've hired just up here from Salhouse. This is the way to do it. Get out and enjoy it, and it doesn't matter how fast you go. It's just the most relaxing place to be, just to have a little bit of fun on the water. And there we go, there's another one. You could almost go water skiing off the back of that one, but for whatever reason they're in a hurry. I hope they get to their destination, but look at the wash that's being created off the back of that. But there we are. It's all about sharing, and I'm just going to let them go, no problem. Well, these marker boys coming up on the left hand side here, these red ones, they actually mark one of the two entrances into Salhouse Broad, and I'm working my way across very carefully because I got some boats coming up behind me and who want to overtake, so I'm just going to indicate to them that I'm going off to the left hand side. You've also got the island there for those who want to moor there. I can't remember if you get charged for that or not, but it's a nice spot if access to land isn't a requirement for you. So there's plenty of people go there, but we do prefer to have access, especially because we've got the dog with us. So we're going to go into Salhouse Broad, and that's us coming into it now. As we come into Salhouse, you can already see that there are plenty of people moored up here. It is a very popular place, but there are also plenty of moorings available. And for those who don't need access to land, you'll see an awful lot of people when it comes to these wider stretches of water, just mud waiting, and that's a perfectly lovely thing to do. It's nice and private, keeps you away from any noise, and certainly again, if we didn't have a dog with us that does need access to land, it might be something that we would think about doing ourselves. But anyway, we're going to come in and moor shortly, and I'll be able to show you a little bit more of Salhouse after we've done so. Well, here we are moored up at Salhouse, and very lovely, very quiet. We found a nice shady spot. There's one of the Broads Tours boats. These go in and out a number of times a day, and certainly on a touristy day like today. But plenty of spaces. They probably will fill up later, but just a very, very nice place to be, and certainly on a nice sunny Sunday afternoon to find a bit of shade and a bit of rest. But we're here for the night now, so we're going to spend the rest of the day just chilling out. Well, had to change cameras here because my batteries run out, but look at that gorgeous old wherry style boat there that's coming in. Wow, it'd be nice to be out on that today. I've left filming the final bit of Salhouse until very much later in the day because I think this is one of the best times to see it. It is very quiet, very sheltered when it's sunny. We were able to shelter this afternoon when it was really hot, but it's just peaceful and quiet. Why would you not want to be here? Just listen to this. So now it's just going to be a relaxing evening, a quick walk, and then that's the end of day 7. And trust you'll come and join us tomorrow for Pastor's Day off, day 8. I don't know where we're going, we'll just make it up as we go along. But rest and take time for yourselves.